Baker Mayfield, they picked up the fifth-year option, but he is due for a contract, and a pretty significant one. There's Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Jeremy Fowler, Browns reporter for ESPN, had this to say about the timing and the structure of Baker Mayfield's deal.
I've talked to execs who think that Baker Mayfield's deal is the easiest to do because Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen are considered more in that top 5 to 7 range of quarterbacks in the league, a little bit of a higher tier, proved a little more, and that Mayfield's money might be a little more manageable as a result if the Browns can get it to the finish line. But Mayfield is hardly going to take a discount here. I know the Browns are going to look very hard at this. Both sides are open to a deal, but nothing substantial has happened yet. Should be coming maybe in the next weeks or months, closer to training camp, that will heat up. And, Mayfield's situation is one where the Browns value him and believe he has a higher ceiling than he's hit. They're not going to hold his 2019 rough season against him because the Freddie Kitchens era was a bit of a mess. They believe he's got another gear he can reach.
And, Jeff, I agree. I agree with pretty much that whole – that's a good summary of where the Browns stand with Baker Mayfield.
It really is. And you saw the graphic at the bottom there. 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in crunch time last season. That's why he's going to get locked up. And I am not worried at all that they're not going to reach a deal. I expect something to be done, if not before the season, shortly after the season gets wrapped up or gets underway. And one of the things that Fowler brought up was Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. And they probably are in a bit of a different tier right now in terms of NFL perception. But they're still impactful on Baker Mayfield. You've got to get the contract for Baker Mayfield done before they sign theirs, because price tags only go up on the quarterbacks, even if they don't deserve it. And Baker certainly does deserve it. But if Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen sign their contracts first, that only raises what the Browns are going to have to pay for Baker Mayfield, because he's going to argue, and his agent is going to argue, and correctly so, by the way, that he belongs with that tier. He belongs in that conversation. He belongs in that money bracket. And if you get it done first, that sort of preempts that whole argument. And so I hope they get it done. As Fowler said, don't expect anything before training camp. But once training camp heats up, it's going to be a question every day, and I will be one of the people in Berea asking it every day. When's the extension coming? How's the progress going? They're going to get annoyed with it. Fans, you'll probably get annoyed with us asking it, but it's a big deal. Because, again, the longer they wait, the more the price tag goes up. So it behooves the Browns to get it done before Josh Allen signs in Buffalo, and that will happen, and before Lamar Jackson signs in Baltimore, and that's certainly going to happen. So, yeah, they got to get this done. And he's very deserving. He might not have the high end that they've shown thus far, but my goodness, as we just talked about, and as Fowler noted there as an independent source, they believe it's there. I think we all believe that it's there for Baker Mayfield. I think we're all in eager anticipation to see that it happens for him this year. And boy, if it happens, if he progresses from 2020 to 2021 the way he did from 2019 to 2020, that price tag, you better get it locked up now, because you might not be able to afford a lot of people around him if he has the kind of season that I think he might have.